Welcome to the latest edition of Innovate, the AutoStar Monthly News, your inside look at the latest developments affecting AutoStar users and the Buy Here, Pay Here community. I'm Emily Milliton, and here are your headlines for October 2014. Our much anticipated 7th annual Innovate conference has officially come and gone, and the feedback we've received has been unanimous. This year's event was by far the most well-attended and best-received annual conference that we've ever hosted. On behalf of the entire team at AutoStar, I want to thank each of our attendees and exhibitors for joining us in Grapevine, Texas, and making Innovate 14 a truly memorable and successful event. Those of you that couldn't make it to the conference missed out on a great opportunity to network and learn from some of the very best experts in the industry. During the course of the conference, hundreds of independent auto and finance professionals from all across the nation joined together to discover new insights and share the latest compliance updates, industry best practices, and technology breakthroughs. Together, we enjoyed nearly 100 individual sessions across 10 separate tracks dedicated to improving the performance and proficiency of all who attended. In addition to the record number of breakout sessions, we also hosted 6 unique keynote sessions, the most in Innovate conference history. During these keynotes, AutoStar President and CEO Alan Dobbins, along with motivational speaker Robin Kreisman, discussed the value of change and the inherent danger of failing to evolve. Alan also presented a panel of discussion of compliance, accounting, and technology experts who discussed new ways to achieve success in today's challenging market. Also in attendance was former CFPB official Rick Hackett and nationally recognized BHPH lawyer Mike Dunnigan, who each presented attendees with invaluable compliance updates and advice. We also hosted a comprehensive and intense collections debate featuring a panel of industry collections experts, including Brent Carmichael of NCM Associates, Ray Lloyd of Mike Carlson Motor Company, Tisa Wood of Car Credit Nation, David Brotherton of Leadham & Associates, and of course, Alan Dobbins. We interviewed our panelists after the session to get a few words about the debate.
Alrighty guys, thanks for joining us today. Were there any points brought up in this session that you think are particularly important for attendees to walk away with?
Absolutely. Everything that I said in there, you should walk away with. Seriously, we talked about the different strategies that you need to use, and the basic thing here is make sure you have the key metrics in place to follow up on whatever type of situation that you're in. If you're cradle to grave, if you're due date, if you're by alphabet, bucket, the bottom line is make sure you have the strong measurement in place and your collectors understand what they're being measured on.
Did any of the panelists say anything that made you reconsider your collections methodology?
Not me, no.
Nope. You're all correct.
They're wrong, I was right.
Indeed.
All right, how much tighter do collection processes have to be nowadays in light of the regulatory world that's becoming more interested in the Buy Here, Pay Here community?
Start with them.
Yeah, well, since this is for the record, we have been and will always be compliant in every situation. We take it very seriously, as we have always.
Ray's views do not represent those of MCM. Next level at this point, it really is. That's where regulatory is, that's where it's going. So your collections departments have to go above and beyond what's expected. You've got to start thinking, not just doing the basics, but you have to start thinking, what can I do that's better than the basics?
It's more than letter of the law nowadays. We already are compliant to the letter of the law in most cases. Now the standard is becoming much broader. It's much more about doing the right thing. And let's let someone else define what the right thing is, because it's not defined legally. That's one of the big concerns we have. So we've got to be cleaner than ever, smarter than ever, more responsive than ever.
Even with the technology that's available, how difficult is it to reach and maintain contact with customers?
I honestly don't think it's any easier, and the reason being it's still the customer. Doesn't matter what technology is available, it's whether or not they want to call you back. So, I mean, technology's made it, given us more avenues to reach out to them, but it still comes back to that customer and do they want to talk to us? So I don't know that it's any easier to talk to them. There's just more ways to get in touch with them.
Technology didn't just change things for us, it changed it for the customer as well. Just look at the use of smartphones and texting today. The playing field's still the playing field. We've still got work to do.
Yeah, one of the things that makes it difficult to get a customer on the phone, again, is the last experience that they had with one of the people that work for you. Train your people to treat the people the right way when they have them on the phone. Allow them to educate the customer on what's available to them, and then maybe next time they will call.
All right, last question. What is the biggest mistake you see operators make today when it comes to collections?
We don't mean that you're making a mistake.
Right, exactly. Never me, never the mistake person. Basically, poor training, not knowing what's going on with their own departments. You have to have a manager that's extremely involved and looking at everything and that they can pull as far as reports, and really not just looking at reports, but really spending time with their people. That's the biggest thing, is spending time with their people, having some motivation, some training over and over again. You know, you have people, they start out really well and then they start sliding, and then you have to kind of get back in and motivate them yourself. And really, as they said before, you lead by example. As Alan was talking about earlier, you know, if you're a boss, you have to come to work. You do lead by example. If you're motivated and you're enthusiastic about the job, then they will be too.
Well said.
Can't say it any better.
All right, thanks again, guys.
Follow me into the jungle.
You can view all of the post-session keynote videos on our AutoStar YouTube page. While you're there, you can also view full-length videos of select keynote sessions, including professional writer, director, and comedian Tim Clue's hilarious stand-up act, which helped to set the stage for our after-party, Spark. For more details on this year's conference, please check your inbox for the latest edition of Innovate, the AutoStar Quarterly e-newsletter, which includes several articles highlighting the key takeaways from this event. If you haven't already subscribed to the quarterly newsletter, please call us at 1-800-682-2215 and sign up now. You can also read the current and past issues of the magazine on our website at autostarsolutions.com, or you can download our Innovate mobile app free of charge from either iTunes or the Google Play App Store and get your AutoStar fix on the go. Needless to say, the bar for Innovate has been raised, and we will raise it again next year when we host an event to rival this year's landmark conference. We hope to see you all there. And that's a wrap. See you next month. Until then, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm Emily Milliton. Thank you for watching the AutoStar Monthly News.